Wait a sec, someone's looking for me. Yeah? What? Duty calls. Oops, almost forgot. Sorry, Rover, Yang Yang. I've got to head off for my shift. If you need me, just shout my name. And I, the Jinjo Speedster, will be there in a sec. Stop! Stop! Don't call me that. Anyway, I gotta go.
Sure. Go, Rover. Let's go inside. To my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be... Anyway, let's try asking him, shall we?
What? You need something? My apologies. Did I startle you?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our intrusion. We are friends of Baiju, and we're here to look for her.
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baiju should be in the
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Washu Academy a few years ago. I heard his talent is truly impressive. People say he's a bit scary at first glance, but he's actually quite kind-hearted once you get to know him. Shizia told me he's quite popular with the kids. Children have been pestering him for all kinds of fancy toys, and he's always open to their requests.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. I have the equipment for your physical examinations ready too. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baiju?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive tests of all these tokens you have. Data is always straightforward. The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. To access the necessary equipment, we'll need to file a request with one of the Tacitite Studies-related branches. Yes, Mortifi is the branch of Tacitite Web. One moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20 minutes, and the analysis report will be ready 5 minutes after that. Take a right, and you'll find me in the testing room. I don't see anything special with these items. Speaking of the sugar pearl, you all remember eating sugar pearls like this when you were kids? Well, I don't think I've ever had anything like this in my childhood. No, I'm from the new Federation. You mean the sugar pearl might be unique to Huanglong?
I remember a nurse lady giving me a candy like that.
So, sugar pearls like this were distributed at hospitals, perhaps.
The sugar pearl might be a type of medicine. Its sweet taste would have made it more palatable to children.
Miss Baija, as a Huanglong local working at the academy, I suppose you already had an idea about what it is?
I do have my theory as to what it is, but it still needs verification. I wouldn't proclaim any solid answers before confirming the chemical composition of this item with reliable data.
Seconded. Let's find out through actual testing then.
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go ahead. I'll let you know once we have the results.
Shall we wait here at the academy, Rover?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while for that. I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check now. Let's begin, if you're ready. Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. So it was indeed absorbed into your body. The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no trace behind. But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. I can't say without sufficient data. To put it simply, it seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still. Enemy's simulated training ground. Don't worry, Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
Sounds come forth. One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade. Synchronization. Speak. Precipitance.
As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
One with the sounds. The hour is upon us. I sense your weakness.
The slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability either. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential.
Let me be your blade. Storm, hear my command! Ha! Hey, ha!
Foolish. Verity shines.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows.
We have gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit? I'm back to the same spot again. And this moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Rover! Rover! Thank goodness! You're awake, Baiji. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? An enormous moon looming above you. Now, this reminds me of the unusual sightings that supposedly happened during a past war. This is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground into use. The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place, be it good or bad. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorospheres. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. But we cannot guarantee that all abnormal frequencies were eliminated. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we accidentally captured. Remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestations of sentient beings. You may have encountered one such manifestation. I suspect it could have something to do with your unconscious mind. Such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation, and they resonated with your subconscious. Or perhaps they were lifted from your subconscious in the first place. I'm afraid I can't give you a conclusion yet. Not until we've run a thorough analysis. So check the simulated sonorosphere again to see what on earth happened to it. In terms of bodily functions, you seem to be in perfect health. In fact, all the data look quite good. But if you feel anything unusual, please come find me anytime.
It is natural.
Here's your sundial, intact as it was.
Mr. Mortefi, can we have the test results?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tapping on it. It's not just a timekeeping tool. It's an This sundial is hollow with an inner However, it's missing. We should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right component is installed. I have some basic knowledge, but there is someone else who is more knowledgeable. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct position. However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. And no need to ask him. I can help you with this. I just need some time to think it over. One moment. I have an incoming call. What is it? You certainly are well informed. It's indeed beautiful data. Good taste. Well, since you've...
Rover, Mr. Mortefi's expression seems to have softened, don't you think? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortefi. Rover, let's come back later, shall we? Rover? Please don't touch that. Rover. I don't... Rover!
Yes, of course. I've already known. Indeed. You just pointed out a blind... Your workshop? That hellish place? Stop sweet-talking me. I get it. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's get back to the sundial. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle. Considering its entire structure, this component needs an auto... I'll drop a design for you. The parts you'll need can be found in Jiang Li's workshop. I've already informed him about it. Division of labor is more efficient in getting things done. Besides, considering its dreadful conditions, I can't agree more. How could he choose to work in such terrible conditions?
I see. Shall we go and retrieve the part? I mentally prepared myself for the worst, but this place looks... though it is a bit hard to figure out where we should start. This should be it. Let's go back and show it to Mr. Mortefi. Mr. Mortefi? We found the
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about it. From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare occurrence. The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf. But it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, gravity. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena. And the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortefi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable now.
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is mainly reserved for calendars, numerology, and indexing. But it's falling out of daily use now. What kind of information could it represent?
It's the filing system. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives, namely the Grand Libraries.
Yes, the large data repositories located in Huanglong's major cities.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
I found it. It's located. Mao Cheng Si. Rover is here. There are 2 photos. If I remember, the gorges of can be formidable tacit. Rover, about the sugar pearl. We have the symbol Wayne, but we can't yet solve the puzzle. Maybe we can figure out the cardinal direction part by looking into the tokens again. What do you think, Rover?
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets, and one target may hold several pieces of information. We both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her, making it seem like she is complicating matters. Or maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to... In other words, there are people who need to be misled, and they may obtain these tokens. It seems there may be hidden dangers lurking in Jinzhou. If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by repeating it again and again.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going, Rover? Feeling spry as ever?
Baiju said he is in great health. No issues to report. We made some progress in investigating.
Nothing special. I received a report about... Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but the system came up with nothing. The latest record was from today when I took Rover for registration. That's pretty much the update for now. Huh? Are you not going to investigate the tokens? All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed, though. Let's grab breakfast at Panhua's restaurant tomorrow before my shift. Meet you guys there in the morning. Be there or be square.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover? I have a vacant guest room in my house. And if you don't mind coming over...
Aren't you forgetting something, Yang Yang? Rover told us this morning that he's been offered a stay at the City Hall. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the City Hall and we'll leave the rest till tomorrow. Mrs. Panhua, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Bijur's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Bijur leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker. In case of an emergency, Rover, by the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill, so it only took us one trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to be—
What's our next plan of action, Rover? Bijur said the leaf bears the frequent. Then we must leave the city to pursue this lead. An ocean of stars, a dark-haired girl, an inverted etheric sea, and the resonance cord flowing from your tacit mark. And you said it was flowing in a certain direction. You've never mentioned this before. The etheric sea and resonance cords in your dreams are real. Perhaps that girl might be the key. It's a sight of the—
It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
I believe without a doubt. We resonators can boost our combat abilities with special items. If you feel like it, head to Instructor Yan at the training.
Yang Yang, did you hear that?
That should be the Midnight Range's training camp. Instructor Yan is in charge of training.
I sense your weakness. One with the sounds.
Let me be your blade.
Tempest! Hey! Hi, ha!
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows.
Don't worry. Let the winds roar.
Swift and resolute. Moment of resonance. One with the sounds. Remnants of the past.
Defense at the city gate has been strengthened.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant. Besides, General Gian is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Danger, we have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, he could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Mm-hmm, exactly. grew up in my sect on a mountain. So one day, I was told training in seclusion, so I started my self-cultivating. This mango, it's got some fresh-looking leaves, soft, springy skin, and 8 fleshy segments fully ripened inside. It looks like a nice fruit. Mr. Zhangye seemed confused. I reported his situation to the patrol station. His name is Jiyuan. I couldn't just leave an elder.
You're willing to go to see. You have a kind soul.
It's all thanks to many kind-hearted people. According to what I've gathered, thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
One with the sounds. Cherish every gain. You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here?
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person?
Yes. Have you seen him?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. I think a quartermaster of the he must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went.
Sure.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your... Remnants of the past.
Is that the beacon?
They don't look like so.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Nothing really. You see...
Excuse me.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. Please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, 'cause we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the Tacit Discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
A tough one, ain't ya?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not beating us all with your hands. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids. Don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
I will not bend to injustice.
We're begging you! Stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we...
They seem trained. These are not
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. Tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but...
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around. Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with...
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain...
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily in a time like this. If we can't find
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but if you really can't...
Fine. Hurry, move, let's get out of here.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the...
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been...
I see. The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the...
and resolute. Remnants of the past. The end has come.
Let me be your blade.
Think you can catch up?
I sense your weakness. One with the sounds. Cherish every gain.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
One with the sounds.
Ally of justice!
Please.
What do we have here? You can't hide from me.
Master Tianxing, are you alright?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the. I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now, move! What is it? Why? You new here? Are you back up? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rain.
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. An outrider. So, sorry, have to answer this. Yes, what is it? An overclocked resonator. I'm sorry, could you do me if the wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines?
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. Thank you.
It's so busy here.
Things are all supplies.
So this is what...
Most people would. I think this is exactly what our military.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just... it's okay.
I'll go find a medic. Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop. That's not bravado.
Stop squirming, will you? Wait, please hold him still.
Sure.
Thank you for your assistance.
They look badly and...
Don't worry, I've heard from veterans, but things have improved. Each injury represent resonators in the Midnight Rangers are...
They are the ones keeping our people safe.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped. Now that they're all safe.
Thank you.
The quartermaster isn't here.
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some recipes for dietary...
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
Keep it together.
Speeding up.
have you confirmed the inventory? What about the... You, deliver this list to Asher. You're not you.
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
Juliet, so he never sent a letter home? The Midnight Rangers are no longer recruiting non-resonators lately. But we sent him back to the city time and time again with the battle escalated. Oh, now I remember. He should be current...
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent tacit Discord outbreaks, we've had to prioritise. Currently, there's only one waterway open from Port Gunchao in... What more do I...
Master Tianxing, have you found the
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go Zhuyan is a man full of courage. The journey with you has exposed countless lives have been... Master Rongfu once told me, the best sages gain enlightenment in the military. I do share some of Zhuyan's feelings. However, Zhuyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators, and believed he could contribute. I too found what Zhuyan said was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. Now, who do you think won that fight? All tangles untied. I promise not to. After his defeat, I heard you two still have other matters to... It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the Mangosteen indicates something about war, have you thought of something?
I think...
So Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about the TDI. If those tacit discord... We haven't reached the front lines yet.
General! Follow the Qinglong!
Settled. Tell truth from the side. Retreat to advance. Hide the don't you worry. Tell truth to the facade. Fear no more. Time to fight back. Retreat to advance. Truth from the side. Break! Stop. Tell truth from the side. Finale. Fight back. Retreat to advance. Tell truth from facade. Time to fight back. Fear no more. Tell truth from facade. Take my last breath.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You're
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
a woman in red who can control the tacit discord. Could it be your vision? It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign. The streams from the Norfall Barrens rover. Something on that battlefield must be connected to you. Resonate with tacit discords? Rover?
According to Baja, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Siege Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, Rover, perhaps you can give it a try. winds roar. Tempest. Let me be your blade.
Whoa! Bring it on! No biggie. It's morphin' time.
Let me be your blade.
Watch and learn!
Strike from the shadows. One more time.
Let me be your blade. Tempest. Shake the shakeless.
Oh, bring it on! Flame on! Alley of justice!
The end has come. I sense your weakness.
Let me be your blade.
Deference! Hey, ha!
Please.
Ha! Ha!
Something you need?
Shape the shapeless! Hey! Hey! Ha! Hey! Ha! 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 Hey!
Oh, bring it on! Here. You can't hide from me.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover. Let me be your blade.
Hey! Hey! Serenade! Huh. Shape the shapeless!
Hey! Oh, bring it on! Flame on!
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Strike from the shadows.
Oh, bring it on! Yeah! Coming in hot! I'll fire it up! Ally of Justice! Think you can catch up?
Swift and resolute.
Oh, bring it on!
Let me be your blade.
Let the winds roar!
Swift and resolute. The hour is upon us. I sense your weakness. Last chance.
Let me be your blade. Don't worry. I can take it.
Oh, bring it on! Think you can catch up?
Swift and resolute.
I think I found something, Rover. Watch out! Something's not right.
Brother, help! Help!
It seems to only repeat these lines. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, this one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some Rover. It seems to be begging for the village is crying, waiting for something truly awful based on the perhaps that there must be something we can do. I'll inform. Sorry. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here, let's leave it be. The areas and look, someone was injured. Ritualistic. Why are they? They seem to be. I remember reading about.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
These cards. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes, it's a group of
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs above the artificers are the overseers. No one knows they're true, and there is one particularly a man who they belong to. This one over. If he's responsible for what happened to these.
guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent... If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbance. The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Don't worry, I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is, well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. Indeed. I'll tell you then. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. For from the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, but truth hurts sometimes. You could say I'm looking forward to your choice. My goal is simple. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness. Collect now, Rover. The story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful... In the day, they toiled for food. Fables. But they always the same story. Whatever you like us now. This village marks so that magistrate let... One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. No, quite the opposite. With a wave of his hand, his flock, they no longer had the flock worshipped their shepherd. What's wrong? Does my story... Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation. Oh, you are right. It's up to the two of us to make... The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating as each night passed. It was the only Rover. Do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired out. But true equality is scarce. Always has been. The world was never to receive when every wish, when they can make... They all... Funny, isn't it? Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual, but the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violates. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes. Because no more after witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd. Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under... Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your... Answer me and I'll... Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks. As disaster, if they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path. Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? Of course, as always, life was the most valuable thing they had. Here's my final question. Don't rush. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they willingly offered the black lamb as another sacrifice.
That's right. Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's great pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the black lamb. The one who breaks the rules. Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this black lamb is going to end up like you say. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you've found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path, and I've got a scorchingly delightful welcome for you up ahead. Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces. Speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Shh, don't be so... Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the black lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors.
Bad timing.
Let me be your blade. Reverence! Shape the shapeless!
Swift and resolute. One with the sounds. No hesitation.
Oh, bring it on! Ally of justice! Time for some hot action! Rover!
Such a pesky girl.
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you